So this is just a short tutorial on how to flush and vent your manifold, either if you're commissioning it for the first time or having issues with it. This is how you come to your manifold, and these are the steps to take. We're going to be closing down the system, so you've got your ball valves, which have these have temperature gauges on. Yours might not and might look like these other ones. This is the ball valves for the manifold flow and return bars. We're going to close these off. We're then going to allow fresh water to come in from the mains. We're going to open up this loop, allow fresh water to flow through the loop. We're then going to open up the pin valve cap, which will then open the water to then flow through the return bar. And then we'll open the drain valve here, which will then flush out any air or dirty water into a bucket. So when you're coming to the manifold, first thing to do, shut down, close the ball valves, and then close off from the heat source as well. And then we'll start with fresh water coming in from the mains, so I can start that running. We're then going to open that fill valve, so then that will allow water to go into the flow bar. Open that up. See here, water running down. We then open the flow meter, which will open this valve to allow water to flow through the loop. So open that up. Doesn't have to be all the way, but enough. And then that's flowing through the loop. And then we're going to open the pin valve cap on the return, which allows it to flow down to here. And then we finally open the drain valve, which will then allow the water to drain out, and you can flush it through until you see no more air bubbles or dirty water. Open that all the way up. Make sure you've got water flowing. There we go. Now you've got the water flowing through. And you'll get air bubbles. And you just keep going until you don't see any more bubbles and you see fresh water. And then we're going to close off the drain valve. Okay, now that you've got fresh water flowing through that loop, this is all open. This will be flowing through into your bucket. You can close down this pin valve on this loop, and then you're going to repeat the process for the other loops. So you'll close that one down, open this one on your other loop to let water start flowing through. And then you just open your pin valve on your second loop, and then that will flow through that loop into your drain until you see no bubbles or you see your clean water again. And then you can close that one down. So close off the drain valve. You can turn off your mains water and close that fill valve. So now you've got two fresh, clean loops. And then you can repressurize the system and open up the system again by opening up these valves one at a time. And then one to the heat source as well. And now your pressure might be a little bit higher than you need it to be. So here is at 3 bar. So we'd like it to be about 1 or 2 bar. So you can just open the drain valve to let a little bit of pressure out. And just get it between 1 or 2 bar. There we go. And there we go. That's your system repressurized and flushed.